Hi, I'm that fish girl. This is my 75-gallon cichlid tank. There's no fish in it right now because of an ammonia spike that I totally missed. I didn't see any signs that my fish were sick. I had a full tank. It was nice, clean, full of cichlids. There's like 8 of them. But I woke up the next day and they were all dying or dead. I tested the waters and it was a big ammonia spike. Nobody made it and it was really sad. So I'm gonna clean the tank today and cycle it and everything so I can add new fish in a couple months. The tank is super disgusting right now because it's not been filtering for like 4 days, so everything's gone super disgusting. That's okay. The tube fell off and I got water everywhere. I'm just gonna hold it like this until the bucket's full. I'm using this manual siphon. I got it at PetSmart. Amazing. And then lift with your legs, not your back. Have to make sure everything's on properly so that doesn't happen again, because that was a mess. I'm gonna use 2 buckets, so it's quicker. This is going to take a super long time because the siphon is really slow. Two buckets is such a smart idea because I can continuously do it without the stopping. I'm gonna fill this with water for the plants. Unfortunately, the siphon will not get all the water out because the water level is too low, and I think there's water also trapped into the sand. So I'll need to find another way to get the water out. Oh no! It smells like fish water. It smells not the best. I'm using a laundry basket lined with a towel for my rocks because they're gonna be full of water and gross. And I'm putting all my plants in here so they can stay soaked and wet. Because aquatic plants are adapted for underwater life, I like to keep them submerged because if they are exposed to air for too long, they'll die on me. Okay, so now I have to get rid of all the sand. It might be overkill, but I have this giant bucket to put the sand in and rinse it and wash it out really good so I can use it again. I don't have something good to scoop sand out with, so I have a cup. I think my bucket may be leaking everywhere. I am good. It is the sand making funny noises. That scared me. Oh my gosh. I just found a snail. He's still alive. I haven't seen him for like 3 months. Oh my goodness. I was surprised to see my snail survive the ammonia spike, but I'm super happy that someone actually survived. I've ended up naming him Cockroach because he survived the fish tank apocalypse. I think I'm gonna have to use my hands to get the rest of the sand out, but I got gloves because I don't like the feeling of sand under my fingernails. It is a terrible feeling. I have a roll of duct tape because I don't have a way to get the rest of the water out. So I'm going to lift up the tank and put this under one side so all the water falls. I'm gonna need to add something else. I have to find something to prop it up with. I'm going to use the cup again. Kind of made a pool. I'm gonna try to siphon it out. It's not working. I'm gonna try to get the sand off the side of the glass. So not everything is all at one side, so that's good. Still trying to figure out how to get the water out though. Actually, I took this big part off. Super smart, I did it. I'm gonna use paper towel. And I'm gonna soak up the rest of the water with that. Need to put a glove on again because of the sand. I don't like it on my hands. Okay, so I'm gonna use a scraper for the glass because there is a lot of like algae and plant material that's like literally stuck to the glass and I cannot get it off with my hands. So I'm gonna use my scraper and scrape the glass, and then I'm gonna use dry paper towel and wipe it off. Literally disgusting. It's gross. I also have the scrub brush. For the outside of the tank, I have white vinegar diluted with water because most chemicals, you don't want to use chemicals on the tank anyways. I read that vinegar is good for water stains. Now I am going to go rinse this bucket of sand like crazy. Okay, so I washed the sand out as good as I possibly could. Pretty much ran clear, which is the sign that I can put it back in the tank. So I got my gloves on and I got my little cup. So the sand I'm using is Carib Sea African Cichlid Mix. It's 60 pounds and it's about $40 per bag. The sand is completed. Okay, so this scraper is multi-use, in my opinion. I also use it to even out the sand. Disregard anything I said about the scraper being multi-use. My scraper broke. I'm just gonna use my hand because the piece keeps falling off. So I need gloves again. It's nice and even. So now I have to rinse out all my rocks, like clean them really good. Now I get to do the fun part and start putting decorations and plants back in. So for the decorations, I've added the stone cave, a tree root, another stone cave, and then a bunch of dragon stone to make more little caves. I'm not sure what this plant is called, but it is one of my favorites. I did a little bit of researching, and I believe this plant is called Anubias. Okay, so it's gonna be another cichlid tank, so I added a ton of caves. Like, there's quite a bit of hiding spots for them to go in. The plants, they should be okay. We'll see though. If whatever kind of fish I get next eats them, I'm gonna take them out because my other ones didn't really eat them too much. Okay, so I'm putting the water in now, and how I do that so I don't make a mess of my sand is I put the water bucket up high so the water kind of slowly trickles into the tank. This part takes forever because the way I do it, but it's worth it because it's clear. Now that the water is higher, I can like slowly start pouring buckets on my own. I don't like doing it at the beginning because it disturbs all the sand and messes things up. So the tank's full now. I'm just gonna use this to fix some of the sand that got misplaced. And some of the plants are stuck. I forgot to put the bubbler in, so I'm gonna put it in over here. Having some type of bubbler is very important because they create the surface agitation, which allows much better gas exchange. Your water gets oxygenated and your fish can breathe properly. The heater, I put it on the opposite side of the tank than the thermometer is, so it gets a better reading. Alright, so I set up the filter, the heater, everything is on and working. I just have to put the like biological chemicals and stuff into the tank and then let it cycle for about 3-4 weeks before I add any fish. I use Prime. It works pretty good. I use Prime. It's a concentrated conditioner for marine and freshwater. It detoxifies ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate, and it also removes chlorine and chloramine. I use 6 milliliters in total for my 75-gallon tank. And then I use Flourish for like all the plants and everything. I use Flourish. It's a comprehensive supplement for planted aquariums. It introduces microelements, trace elements, and other nutrients which are good for your plant's health and survival. I use 6 milliliters for my 75-gallon tank. Okay, so that's everything for now. In a few weeks I'll have some new fish to add. Thank you. Bye-bye.